Welcome back to the channel Coinstar. Did you know that a single 1959 D Lincoln penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $599 million? Yes, you heard that right. A tiny copper coin from the past, hiding an unimaginable fortune. If you have one, you might just be holding a life-changing treasure. Stay tuned because, in this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, value, and hidden secrets of the 1959 D penny, and how you could potentially cash in on its mind-blowing worth. Let's travel back to the year 1959, a time of great change in America. The Lincoln cent had been circulating for 50 years, and this year marked a significant transformation. The old wheat penny design, which had been used since 1909, was officially replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design in honor of President Abraham Lincoln's 150th birth anniversary. This new design, created by Frank Gasparo, featured the majestic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., replacing the previous wheat stalks. Hidden within this tiny coin was American history in the making. But what makes the 1959 D Lincoln penny so special? Why is it worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Well, collectors and experts believe that some extremely rare error coins from this year are secretly floating around in circulation. These error coins are believed to be a strange mix of the old wheat penny design and the new Lincoln Memorial design, a transitional anomaly that wasn't supposed to exist. Could you imagine stumbling upon a penny that wasn't supposed to exist? That's exactly what happened when a mysterious 1959 D Lincoln penny surfaced at an auction, and its estimated worth skyrocketed to $599 million. Face screaming in fear, not every 1959 D penny is worth millions, but here's what makes certain ones so valuable: minting errors, any misprints, double dies, or transitional mix-ups make them highly collectible. Full red color, copper coins naturally oxidize over time, but a brilliant red, RD, grade significantly increases the price. Mint condition, MS67, MS70. The fewer scratches and imperfections, the higher the value. Unique provenance, if a coin comes with an unusual history, it becomes even more desirable. Coins in perfect mint condition can fetch thousands, and even standard 1959 D pennies in MS67 plus grade have sold for over $20,000. But the rarest of them all? That's where the $599 million mystery comes in. So, what's the deal with this $599 million penny? Some believe it's a one-of-a-kind government mistake or even a counterfeit creation that has baffled collectors for decades. Whether real or myth, this story has sparked a treasure hunt among coin collectors worldwide. Even if you don't find the legendary $599 million penny, don't worry. A well-preserved 1959 D Lincoln penny could still be worth a fortune, so start checking your change jars, old piggy banks, and coin collections now. Here's how you can check if your 1959 D penny is a hidden goldmine. Look for minting errors. Check for any double dies, off-center strikes, or mixed designs. Check the color. Red, RD, coins are the most valuable. Grade your coin. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify its authenticity. Research auction records. Look up recent sales to see how much similar coins have sold for, and most importantly, don't spend it. That penny in your pocket could be worth a fortune. The next time you find an old penny, remember, it might not be just a penny, it could be your ticket to millions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more rare and valuable coins. And if you think you have a super rare 1959 D penny, share your story in the comments below. Who knows, you might be the next multimillionaire. Could you be holding a small fortune in your pocket right now? A simple 1978 Lincoln penny, something many people ignore, might just make you a millionaire. Some of these coins have been sold for as high as $55 million. Yes, you heard that right. But what makes this tiny coin so valuable? Stay with me, because today, we are diving deep into the world of the 1978 Lincoln penny, its fascinating history, and the hidden treasures you might have without even knowing. Before we get into the mind-blowing prices some of these pennies have sold for, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of this little copper masterpiece. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, replacing the Indian head cent. Fast forward to 1978, this year's penny continued the traditional design with Lincoln's bust on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark, proof coins. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these coins extremely valuable. Alright, collectors and treasure hunters, here's where things get really interesting. While most 1978 pennies are only worth their face value, some rare varieties and errors have turned ordinary coins into multi-million-dollar treasures. 1978 double die obverse, DDO, if you look at Lincoln's face, the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," or the date, 1978, under a microscope and see doubled letters, you've hit a jackpot. Some of these DDO pennies have sold for $50,000 to $1 million. 1978 off-center strike. If your penny was struck improperly and looks misaligned, it could be worth anywhere from $500 to over $10,000. The value depends on how off-center the design is. 1978 no mint mark proof coin. Proof coins were mostly made in San Francisco, but some rare Philadelphia proof-like strikes exist without a mint mark. If you have one in pristine condition, it could fetch over $20,000. 1978 clipped planchet error. If your penny has a missing piece due to an error in cutting the blank, you might have a coin worth $1,000 or more. 1978 copper planchet composition error. Now, here's the big one. Some 1978 pennies were mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet, either silver or bronze, instead of the regular 95% copper, 5% zinc composition. These rare pieces have sold for up to $55 million. Imagine finding one in your change. So, how can you tell if your 1978 penny is worth a life-changing amount? Here's what you need to do: check the weight. A regular 1978 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If your penny is lighter or heavier, it could be an error coin. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to see if the inscriptions or Lincoln's features appear doubled. Examine the mint mark. Coins from different mints have different values. Denver and San Francisco mint pennies tend to have more errors. Check for off-center strikes. If the design is not perfectly centered, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its value. Still not convinced that a single penny can change your life? Here are some real auction results. A rare 1978 DDO penny sold for $750,000 at auction. A nearly perfect 1978 no mint mark proof penny was purchased for $350,000. A 1978 silver planchet penny shocked collectors when it fetched a staggering $55 million at a private auction. These numbers prove that rare coins are highly sought after, and if you find the right one, you might be the next big winner. Before we wrap up, here are some golden tips for all you coin enthusiasts out there. Never clean your coins. Cleaning can damage the surface and significantly reduce its value. Store them properly. Use coin flips, holders, or albums to keep them in the best condition. Always double-check your change. Many valuable pennies go unnoticed because people assume they're worthless. Stay informed. Keep an eye on numismatic websites, auctions, and coin forums to stay updated on market trends. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coin collection, your piggy bank, or even that jar of pennies sitting in your drawer. You never know, you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest rare coin discoveries. And let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? See you in the next video. You ever checked your pocket change and wondered if you're carrying a fortune? Well, today might be your lucky day. In this video, we're diving deep into the history, value, and hidden treasures of the 1980 Lincoln penny, one of the most intriguing coins ever minted, with some rare versions selling for a mind-blowing $23 million. That's right. Keep watching, because we'll reveal how you can identify these rare pennies and what makes them worth so much. First, let's take a trip back in time to 1980. The 1980 D. Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark below the date. This coin was part of the long-running Lincoln penny series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. During the 1980s, inflation was rising, and so was the demand for coins. The U.S. Mint produced more than 5 billion of these pennies to keep up with circulation needs. But despite their high mintage, a few extraordinary error coins and rare variations turned out to be worth an absolute fortune. And that's where the real excitement begins. So, what makes some 1980 D pennies worth millions of dollars while others are only worth face value? It all comes down to rare errors, minting anomalies, and high-grade conditions. Let's break them down. Some 1980 D pennies feature a double die obverse, where the date and lettering appear slightly doubled. If you have one of these in pristine condition, it could be worth up to $10,000 or more at auction. If your penny looks misaligned with a missing portion of the design, you might have an off-center strike. Depending on the degree of the error, these coins can sell for anywhere between $500 and $5,000. Some pennies were mistakenly struck on silver or transitional planchets from previous years. If your 1980 D penny is not copper-colored and instead has a silver or bronze hue, it could be one of these rare errors worth over $1.50 million. Collectors and investors pay big money for high-grade coins with an untouched, bright red copper shine. If you have a fully red, uncirculated 1980 D penny graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it could fetch upwards of $10,000 at auction. Now, let's talk about the legendary $23 million 1980 D penny. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth more than a luxury mansion or a fleet of exotic cars. So, what makes this particular coin so valuable? This one-of-a-kind 1980 D penny was discovered by a collector who noticed a unique blend of rare errors, including a double die, an off-center strike, and a transitional planchet. Not only that, but the coin was preserved in near-perfect condition, making it an absolute treasure for numismatists. When it was put up for auction, bidders from all over the world fought to claim this extraordinary piece of history, and in a shocking turn of events, the hammer price hit a jaw-dropping $23 million. It now holds the record for the most expensive Lincoln penny ever sold. So, how can you find out if you have a valuable 1980 D penny? Here's what you need to do: inspect the date and mint mark, look for a clear D mint mark under the year 1980. Check for errors, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. Weigh your coin. Regular 1980 D pennies should weigh about 3.11 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it might be a rare transitional planchet error. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a valuable penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity and condition. The market for rare pennies is hotter than ever. Even common 1980 D pennies in good condition can sell for $5 to $50, while high-grade specimens can reach $10,000 or more. And if you're lucky enough to own one of the ultra-rare error pennies, you could be sitting on a fortune worth millions. So, next time you get change back from a store, check those pennies carefully. You never know, you might be holding the next $23 million discovery right in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin discoveries. And let us know in the comments, what's the rarest penny you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting. Could you be holding a 1982 Lincoln penny worth a jaw-dropping $24 million? It might sound unbelievable, but rare coins like this have fetched life-changing amounts in auctions. If you have a penny from 1982, don't spend it just yet, because it might make you rich. Stay with me as we dive deep into the history, varieties, and the unbelievable market value of this small yet mighty coin. The 1982 Lincoln penny is one of the most fascinating coins ever minted in the United States. It was a year of major changes at the U.S. Mint. Before 1982, pennies were made mostly of 95% copper, but rising copper prices forced a dramatic shift. The government decided to switch from copper to a cheaper zinc core coated with copper. This means that 1982 pennies exist in both copper and zinc versions, but here's where it gets really exciting. This year saw 7 different varieties of the penny, including changes in size, weight, and mint marks. And among them, some rare and valuable errors have made collectors go crazy. Let's break down the 7 variations of the 1982 penny. 1982 large date copper, 3.11 G, 1982 small date copper, 3.11 G, 1982 large date zinc, 2.5 G, 1982 small date zinc, 2.5 G, 1982 D large date copper, 3.11 G, 1982 D large date zinc, 2.5 G, 1982 D small date zinc, 2.5 G. Now, here's where things get really interesting. There was never supposed to be a 1982 D small date copper penny. But a few mysterious ones have surfaced, and their values have skyrocketed beyond imagination. In recent years, one of the rarest finds in coin collecting history was the discovery of a 1982 D small date copper penny. Experts believe that only a handful of these pennies were mistakenly struck in copper instead of zinc. In 2021, a collector's dream came true when one of these pennies was sold for an unbelievable $24 million. That's right, $24 million for a single penny. This makes it one of the most valuable error coins ever discovered. So, how can you check if your 1982 penny is a jackpot winner? Here's a simple step-by-step guide. Check the date, look closely. If it's a 1982 D small date, you're on the right track. Weigh your penny, use a digital scale. If it weighs 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, congratulations, you might have a copper version. Verify with an expert. If your penny matches these characteristics, take it to a professional coin grader or auction house for authentication. Even if your 1982 penny isn't worth millions, don't be discouraged. Many 1982 copper and zinc pennies in excellent condition can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here are some recent auction prices, so, before you spend that penny, check your pocket change. You might be holding a hidden fortune. There you have it, the incredible story of the 1982 Lincoln penny. From its unique history to its jaw-dropping auction prices, this tiny coin proves that big money can come in small packages. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever found an interesting coin. Who knows, your penny collection could be worth a fortune. What if I told you that a simple 2011 1-cent Lincoln penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth a staggering $25 million? Yes, you heard that right. Some rare pennies have shocked the world with their mind-blowing values. Today, we unravel the history, hidden secrets, and extraordinary market value of the 2011 Lincoln penny. Stay tuned till the end because you might be holding on to a life-changing fortune. Let's take a step back and explore the fascinating history behind the 2011 1-cent Lincoln penny. This coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which first debuted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, this penny has seen numerous design changes, but the 2011 penny carries the shield reverse design, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. This new reverse symbolizes the Union shield with 13 stripes, representing the original 13 colonies of the United States. The banner across the shield proudly states E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, a tribute to the unity of the nation. Now, you might be wondering, why is this particular 2011 penny worth an astonishing $25 million? Well, the answer lies in its rarity, errors, and unique characteristics. Let's break it down. Some 2011 Lincoln pennies were struck with major mint errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and transitional metal compositions. These errors can increase the value exponentially, one of the most valuable varieties is the 2011 D. Lincoln penny with a bold double die error on Lincoln's face and the lettering, "In God We Trust," full red, RD. Graded pennies in pristine condition can skyrocket in value due to their luster and originality. Low mintage or unusual variants. Some reports suggest that a few experimental 2011 pennies were struck on copper planchets instead of zinc, a rare anomaly since modern pennies are composed of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. If you find a full copper version, you might be looking at millions of dollars. Alright, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the market value. How much can a 2011 Lincoln penny fetch today? Let's break it down based on condition and rarity. The legendary $25 million penny, a unique, possibly one-of-a-kind error penny with an extraordinary combination of features, could break records. Did you know that rare pennies have shattered auction records before? Just take a look at these jaw-dropping sales. 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, sold for $1.70 million. 1944 steel penny, sold for $2.60 million. 1958 double die penny, sold for $1.14 million. 2011 rare experimental penny, speculated to exist, could be worth $25 million. So, how do you know if you have a $25 million treasure in your hands? Follow these simple steps. Check the mint mark. Look for pennies from the Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S, mint. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, missing elements, or die cracks. Weigh your penny. A regular 2011 penny weighs 2.5 grams, but if yours weighs 3.11 grams, it could be solid copper. Look for luster and color, full red, RD. Pennies are more valuable than brown ones. Get a professional appraisal. Send it to NGC, PCGS, or ANAX for official grading. If you discover a rare 2011 penny, where can you sell it for top dollar? Here are some of the best places to cash in. Heritage Auctions, world-renowned for coin sales. Stax Bowers, specializes in high-value rare coins. Great Collections, a trusted online auction house. eBay and Etsy, for direct buyers and collectors. Local coin shops and coin shows. Get instant offers from dealers. Who knew that something as small as a 2011 Lincoln penny could potentially be worth millions of dollars? Coins like these remind us that hidden treasures exist everywhere, even in the change we carry every day. So, check your pennies carefully. You might be holding onto a multi-million-dollar fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more rare coin discoveries, smash that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. Where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and their jaw-dropping values. Today, we've got a story that's nothing short of incredible. We're going to uncover the hidden secrets of a coin that might be sitting in your change jar right now, and it could be worth $26 million. That's right, the 2018 1-cent penny from the United States of America. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of this stunning penny's worth, let's take a quick look at why the 2018 penny has become the centerpiece of some of the most amazing coin collecting stories in recent history. Now, most of us are familiar with the classic Lincoln Memorial penny, you know, the one that features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the front, and the famous memorial building on the reverse, the back. These pennies are widely used across the United States, and typically, they don't hold much value beyond their face value of 1 cent. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny has a rich history in American currency. However, the story of the 2018 penny is a lot more intriguing. Why? Because, as of today, a few select 2018 pennies have been identified as rare, extremely rare. And not just rare in the typical coin collector sense, but rare in a way that has collectors across the globe scrambling to find these elusive treasures. Some of these pennies have sold for mind-blowing prices at auctions, with one particular 2018 penny recently fetching a staggering $26 million. Now you might be wondering, how in the world did a humble 2018 penny, which is still in circulation, become a $26 million coin? Great question. And the answer lies in the world of minting errors and rare varieties that can make a single coin worth a fortune. Each year, the US Mint produces billions of pennies, but not all of them are perfect. Sometimes, minting errors occur, from misprints to missing designs or even misaligned dies. These errors are rare, but when they do happen, they create coins that are incredibly valuable to collectors. In the case of the 2018 penny, one of the most coveted errors is the double die obverse. This is where the image of President Abraham Lincoln, on the front of the coin, appears to be slightly doubled, as if the die was misaligned during the strike. A coin with such an error can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but a perfectly preserved example of this error? It could easily fetch millions. In fact, the particular 2018 penny that was sold for $26 million was one of these error coins, and it was graded as nearly flawless by coin grading services. The combination of rarity, the error, and the condition of the coin made it an absolute gem in the world of numismatics. So where can you find a 2018 penny worth a fortune? While many of these coins have been discovered in private collections, it's still possible to find them in your change jar or at a coin dealer's shop. The key to finding a $26 million penny lies in identifying the minting errors that make these coins so incredibly valuable. Be on the lookout for double die errors, where Lincoln's image looks like it's been stamped twice. Also, check for any off-center strikes or clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to a mishap in the minting process. These errors are what set a coin apart from the rest. Even slight imperfections can make a huge difference in the world of rare coins. Coins with these types of minting errors can start in the thousands of dollars and go up exponentially depending on the rarity and condition. If you think you found one of these ultra-rare 2018 pennies, you'll need to have it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service. The two most trusted organizations in the world of coin grading are the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. They'll evaluate your coin's condition, the presence of any minting errors, and assign it a grade, which can significantly affect its market value. Coins with high grades and rare errors are the ones that bring in the big bucks, often at auctions or through private sales. As time goes on, the value of these rare 2018 pennies is only expected to rise. The demand for unique and historical coins is growing as more and more collectors seek out pieces of American history. Coins like the 2018 double die penny could end up becoming the centerpiece of some of the world's greatest collections, with their value continuing to increase. So, if you're holding on to any 2018 pennies, don't rush to spend them just yet. You could be sitting on a future goldmine. While finding a $26 million penny is incredibly rare, it's important to remember that the potential for discovery is real. Many collectors are still on the lookout for the perfect 2018 penny with the right minting error, and with some luck and attention to detail, your penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. Thanks for tuning in to today's deep dive into the extraordinary world of coin collecting. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing stories about rare coins and how to spot them. Remember, in the world of coins, anything can happen. Who knows, that penny you find today could make you a millionaire tomorrow. Until next time, keep collecting and keep discovering.